Video games in 2014. Well, upcoming video games, and this is what I'm excited for. Let's do this! But before we get to this video, let's get to the question of the day. Alright, so stay tuned to the end of this video to find out the answer to the question of the day. So, I just want to make this upcoming video game list, and I want to talk about some of the 2014 games that's going to come out, and I think they look pretty good, and I'll just give you my opinions about it. 2013 seems like it's pretty much set. You know, in 2013, we know what's going to come out. You know, we know pretty much we got a general idea of the titles: Grand Theft Auto, New Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Last of Us, all that stuff. So in 2014, we're gonna get Dark Souls 2. Wow, a sequel to Dark Souls. Oh snap, this game is gonna be hard as tits, okay? I can guarantee you it's gonna be challenging, great graphics, good production. If you are familiar with these type of games, you'll probably enjoy it. Dark Souls 2 looks like it looks like a promising game. You know, I feel like people need to check out these titles a lot more, especially Demon's Souls, because it wasn't exclusive to the PS3. Got its certain following, maybe even a cult game. But I think Dark Souls 2 should be an improvement over the first Dark Souls, and hopefully they take it to different, even more strange directions. I would like to see this game being released for the next generation of systems. It's only listed in PS3, Xbox 360, and the PC. But to see it released on, you know, Wii U, PS4, and the Xbox One, that would be obviously a big plus to the Dark Souls franchise. But it is 2014. It's not too far away. Alright. What else do we have? We have Destiny. It's a first-person shooter. You know, this one was that big Bungie game that's supposed to come out, right? A mythic science fiction open-world setting. It's got role-playing elements in there, so I expect kind of like a Halo with some Borderlands stuff. With some, because they said, you know, sort of a weird environment. So I want like magic stuff too. So almost like a fantasy kind of thing too. But it looks good. I hope it replaces games that are in the same like sort of style, like maybe even replacing something like Skyrim, because it's got that role-playing element in there. This time it's got more of a sci-fi twist to it. Destiny could be a Game of the Year contender. Again, it's from the Bungie guys, the Halo creators. So hey, this could be a really good title. This could be a killer app for all the systems. And yes, it's possible to have a fucking killer app on multiplats. It just means it's a really good game to have. I mean, it could be a great fucking title. Yeah, let's get to it. Doom 4. Oh my god, they have Doom 4? Well, I mean, Doom 3, you know, I still need to get through Doom 3, I gotta be honest. You know, I still gotta beat that game, but Doom 4, I expect this game to be more of the same. I think that this game is going to be very similar to even something like Rage, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that level of the graphics and everything is going to be amazing, of course, because id Software seems to really have they got a reputation for delivering quality graphics and visuals. Another installment in the Doom franchise. I think though it's gotten to the point where the Doom name itself has become sort of, I don't want to say irrelevant, but it's not as big as it used to be. You know, Doom it reached its peak in the 90s, let's face it, the original Doom and everything. So I think with Doom 4 it's going to hit a certain fan base and people are going to be hyped for it, the people that are familiar with Doom. But I think that this one is going to be more of a smaller fan base. You know, people aren't going to be really that much into it. It's not going to replace the Call of Duty crowd, but still something to look forward to, because it's Doom. They got some really cool characters in there, cool boss fights, cool enemies and shit. Expect a really good, I would say, corridor type of shooter that's got some good visuals. Dreamfall Chapters. It's only for the PC, computers, the Mac. It's an adventure game. Not sure about it though. The Evil Within. What the? Survival horror game. Psycho Break is the title in Japan. Apparently it's a Japanese game, right? It's going to be published by Bethesda. Developed by Tango Gameworks. I've never heard of these guys. Now, what is a plot? Detective and his partner rush to the scene of a gruesome mass murder, witnessing the killing of fellow police officers one after the other. The detective is then attacked and loses consciousness, waking up in the land where monsters are wandering about. He has to fight his way through a world of death and his close friend's madness in order to understand what's going on. Interesting. It's a survival horror game. Hopefully this game is good, because we could use some real survival horror titles nowadays instead of like action survival horror. You know. Final Fantasy Versus 13. This one's for the PS3. I've never been a big Final Fantasy fan, so I guess this one is only for... I give it to FF fans. What else do we have? Holy shit. What the? This can't be possible. They have Halo 5 and Halo 6 listed on the 360. This one, I'm not even like... I think it's probable because they have that new, you know, that second set of trilogy, the Halo 4, 5, and 6. I understand that. But to be released in such a, you know, within a year of each other, in the same year, maybe not the case. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but at the same time, it's for the 360, both of them as well listed on 360. Not sure if the entire trilogy is going to be on the 360 only, and like the Xbox One is just like, oh, forget the Xbox One. But I think it's a matter of, because the Xbox 360 has such a wider range of owners, it's gonna sell obviously a lot in the Xbox 360, but on the One, it's gotta have its fan base. It's gotta be installed in there. It's gotta start selling, you know. So it doesn't have that 70 million plus owners. And if you put it on the Xbox One, there's positives and negatives. You know, it could boost the sales of the Xbox One, obviously, immediately, but Microsoft is going to want to profit off of it, too. They're going to want to have as much money as they can, like, make as much money off of it as much as they can. Oh my god, they have Kingdom Hearts 3, only listed for the PS3, strangely enough. Wow. Well, you guys know how I feel about Kingdom Hearts, so let's just keep moving. The Last Guardian, supposedly, for the PS3. PS3 got some shit, man. They're really supporting, like, you know, the current gen consoles still. Like, they're still actually... It's kind of sad, again. It's not listed on the PS4. Could be a good title for the PS4, you know, one of those killer app. Here's the thing. With these current gen games, it's only going to come out for the PS3 and 360. I imagine they're going to be re-released in some form or one way or another on the later systems. Like, I can see the Xbox 360 Halo trilogy, which is 4, 5, 6, coming out on the Xbox One later, like maybe years from now, you know what I mean, in a collection. The Last Guardian, I can see that coming out for the PS4 at a later time, you know, ported on as a DLC or something like that. Maybe as a trilogy with fucking Echo, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. Very, very possible. Alright, what else do we have here? Mario Kart U for the Wii U is coming out. Exciting, you know, it's Mario Kart. Usually they're pretty good to pretty decent kart racing games. Just it'd be nice to have a, you know, an HD Mario Kart game. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but now it's like Sonic is like the #1 kart racing title now with it, you know, All-Stars and Transform. They're like fucking Sega is like now the head honcho when it comes to HD current gen kart racers. So Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. this game looks pretty good, but it's for the PS3 and the 360, so that's a little bit fucking like that's kind of weird. It's not an exclusive to Sony. I can understand why they want to branch out. I don't know. Honestly, look, not a big fan though of like supposedly 4 was the final one, like it ended everything, closure, and then you're gonna have 5, and it's just like ugh. Hopefully it's good, though. Hopefully it's an amazing fucking title. Let's see what else we have. Persona 5 for the PS3, another exclusive right now, anyway. Prey 2! Fucking sequel to Prey on the PS3 and 360. I am so happy to have a fucking 360, I'll be honest. They got all these titles coming out next year. That's for the current system that's been out since 2005. Gotta love the longevity, man. Jesus, they have milked the 360 for what it's worth. I'll tell you, they've put out so many games for it. What else do we have here? That seems to be about it. Sniper Elite 3. I mean, Sniper Elite version 2 or V2, man. I mean, that one was kind of more of the same. You know, it didn't really have an open world kind of thing. I wish that it became much bigger than the first one. Let's see, Shadow of the Eternals for the Wii U, survival horror game. StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, of course. This one is the Protoss, I guess. The Witcher 3 for the PS4 and Windows. There's even a Rambo video game for the current gen systems, PS3, 360. The Sims 4, okay. Obviously computer game, and that's pretty much... Oh, Thief! Oh shit, Thief for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Another installment in the Thief franchise. When's the last time they had a Thief game? Let's see, where the hell? I'm trying to look for it. Like 2003, right? Like on the Xbox back in the day? I don't know. So these are the upcoming titles. Some games look pretty good. Like, there are some titles to be excited for. Especially if you're a 360 owner. My god, I wonder how long the 360 is going to be around. Because PS3, Sony said back in the day, was going to last 10 years. Oh, we're going to support it for 10 years. And it looks like that could be the case, you know. It's been out for quite a minute. But the 360 is like longevity, man. I mean, that is the system that has lasted for a long time. I mean, holy shizzle. You know, and Xbox One is gonna last a long time too. Come on, man. This fucking system is gonna be here 2015, man. I mean, I can see this thing continuing because Xbox One is like supposedly 10 times more powerful than the 360, right? And then even like the cloud streaming thing is even more powerful, like basically better, more powerful games on streaming. So that potential, and so it just opens up so much more different types of games, better graphics, bigger games, and long-lasting, longevity, you know, survival, you know, it just keeps going. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 2014 looks pretty decent, I guess, for gaming. Kind of wish they had more Wii U stuff. You know what I mean? Like, more announced games for the Wii U, as opposed to just a few, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so this was the answer to the question of the day.